Save like the Chinese. Surely you have heard this phrase throughout your life, but have you ever thought about why? If your answer is no, don't worry. Here at EcoNews we are going to tell you all about it, and, what's more, we will give you 5 steps you should follow to achieve your financial freedom. If you like this type of content, give us a like and subscribe to the channel, activating the notification bell so that YouTube notifies you when we upload new content. Now, let's start the video. Save like the Chinese. People from the country of China have a great saving capacity because they spend money only on what is necessary, allowing them to save constantly. Also, thanks to this, they have a high success rate in saving money, being prepared to face times of crisis and not fall into a collapse. In other words, they only invest in those long-term economic objectives that generate more money for them. Collapse. They spend only on the essentials, what allows them to achieve. Now that we've made that clear, let's move on to step number 1 in achieving your financial freedom. Number 1. The Chinese buy in cash. That is, they pay cash. It's super important to think about this, but be careful. Cash is just a metaphor. What's really important is that if you can't pay cash, it's something you shouldn't be buying personally. Let's talk a little more about that. The interesting thing about paying in cash, or at least having the cash, is the peace of mind you feel knowing you have the money to pay for it. Paying cash allows you to negotiate better prices and therefore come up with a price more in line with what you're willing to pay for the item you want. Number 2. The Chinese don't pay interest. This avoids the biggest headache for the Chinese. They basically pay no interest. Debt to banks is the biggest cause of people's headaches, of being stuck in the day-to-day, of living trapped in that endless circle, having no money, and having to be paying debts and bills that seem to be never-ending. In fact, you could say that they are allergic to interest, making the end of having to pay them like burning money. In other words, we would be throwing money away. Tell us in comments what you think about this. What is your opinion about having to pay interest? We will be happy to read you. First of all, let's get one thing straight. What we have talked about is very different from the debt of a mortgage loan for your home or a very good real estate investment, where you have a greater ability to get more profit. This is simply about those debts that many commit when it comes to traveling, buying clothes, cell phones, and credit cards. It is totally fundamental that you know very well where to spend your money, and much more if it is about credit cards, because it is likely that at the end of the day they will charge you much more money in their interest rates. That's totally fundamental, because if they don't charge you too much interest, credit cards of the things that they charge. Number 3. Negotiate prices. You can't always do that, but it's always something we have to try, and the Chinese really are very good at doing that. After all, the worst thing that can happen to you is to get told no. This is a skill that not all of us have, but we can learn along the way, trying and trying again and again until we arrive at the right formula for each of us. Always try to negotiate independent prices. Whatever you are paying, ask if there is a discount. If there is a discount, paying with cash, some way to pay less. If you're liking the video, feel free to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss more content like this. Number 4. Discounts for accelerated payments. Many times there are some insurances that have prompt other services that if you pay them in advance you have benefits. Therefore, paying it earlier means paying less. In that case, finding out the credit of your purchases, your insurance, your expenses in general could have the benefit of paying less if you pay it before, and you will save a lot of money. Thanks to this, and now with the sponsor of this video consortium, there is a side account in the bank consortium where you earn money every month. Keep, save, and earn. It's great, quiet, pay attention, pay interest on the average balances that you keep in your side account. Number 5. What do the Chinese do to save so much? Basically, they buy cheap and infrequent. It's super important that you understand the difference between want and need. The Chinese are very good at occupying private labels, that is in branded generic products, something super simple. What's the point of paying for big brands? especially in simple things like eggs, rice, oil, toilet paper, among other products, when for a cheaper price you will be getting the same quality. This way you will save a lot of money without the need to waste it on unnecessary expenses. This was all in today's video. So now I ask you to leave in the comments which is your most effective method to save money. If you have one that wasn't listed here, please write it in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss more content like this. See you in the next video.